Doctors have probably told you to take evening walks, stay active, or hit 10,000 steps a day if you want to build muscle and prevent sarcopenia. But here's the truth hardly anyone says out loud. Even if you walk every day without missing a single step, your muscle loss will continue unless you add 2 specific exercises into your weekly routine. And there's a scientific reason for this. As we get older, simple daily walking just doesn't stimulate the muscles strongly enough anymore. That's why many seniors are confused. They walk faithfully, they stay active, yet their strength keeps declining. Their legs feel weaker, their balance gets worse, and their stamina drops. You may even hear self-proclaimed experts online telling you to eat this or drink that to build muscle. Nutrition is important, but here's the part they never mention. Food alone cannot stop muscle loss if you aren't giving your body the correct physical signal to build new tissue. And here's where many older adults make a dangerous mistake. Some try lifting weights that are simply too heavy for their joints. Others rely entirely on walking or light movements that never actually challenge their muscles enough. Both of these approaches can backfire, either by causing injuries or by doing nothing at all. That's exactly why today's video is so important. I'm going to reveal 2 simple, equipment-free exercises you can do at home. No resistance bands, no dumbbells, no machines. Yet, they are so effective that muscle activation studies show these movements can recruit up to 90% of the target muscles when performed correctly. I'll start with the second most effective exercise because it's the easiest and only requires a wall. After that, I'll share the number 1 most powerful exercise, the one that has helped thousands of my patients rebuild muscle, restore balance, and regain real independence. Then, near the end, I'll tell you about 3 exercises you may already be doing that are actually harmful for older adults trying to rebuild muscle. The last one is extremely common. Most seniors have done it within the last week without understanding the risk. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the science-backed senior health videos I release all week long. Let's begin. Exercise 1. Wall push-ups. Let's take a closer look at wall push-ups. Walking uses many muscles, but the problem is the intensity is far too low. When you're walking, your major muscle groups are usually working at around 20 to 30% of their true ability. In younger years, that might be enough to maintain tone, but once you pass 55, your muscles need stronger signals to grow. Wall push-ups change everything. This simple movement activates the chest, shoulders, triceps, and core at 60 to 70% capacity, roughly triple the muscle engagement of walking. And when you're dealing with sarcopenia, increasing muscle activation isn't optional. It's essential. Your muscles respond to resistance, not casual movement. Here's what's happening in the body when you do wall push-ups. As you push yourself away from the wall, your muscle fibers experience tiny, controlled micro tears. This is normal and actually necessary. When your body repairs those fibers, it strengthens them, thickens them, and increases the density of the tissue. And yes, this mechanism still works beautifully in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and even beyond. But here's the part most seniors never hear about. Wall push-ups trigger a biological process called mechanotransduction. This is when your muscle cells literally sense the pressure and mechanical load, and then send signals to your DNA instructing the body to produce more structural proteins, essentially telling your muscles to grow. So this is more than an exercise. It is a cellular message telling your body, build strength. A well-designed clinical trial published in a senior fitness journal studied older adults ages 65 to 85 performing wall push-ups just 3 times per week. After 12 weeks, participants showed major gains in upper body strength and noticeable increases in lean muscle. Many participants exceeded the researchers' expectations, demonstrating clear reversal, not just slowing, of age-related muscle decline. And interestingly, many long-living cultures around the world practice a form of wall-based pushing movements. For example, traditional farming communities in mountainous regions discovered, often by accident, that leaning and pushing against stone or wood surfaces strengthened their upper bodies in ways that preserved function well into old age. These daily, natural push-based movements kept their posture strong and their shoulders youthful. Now let's cover exactly how to perform a wall push-up safely and effectively. Stand about an arm's length away from a sturdy wall. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height. Keep your torso in a straight line from head to heels. Don't arch your back and don't sag your hips. Next, bend your elbows and move your chest toward the wall under control, keeping your elbows angled slightly downward rather than flaring directly to the sides. Go slow as you lower. Pause when you're close to the wall, and then push back to your starting position. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out as you push away. Start with 8 to 10 controlled repetitions. If it feels too easy, step a few inches farther back. If it's too challenging, step closer. Do 3 sets with about 1 minute of rest between each set. And the best schedule for most older adults is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This spacing gives your muscles enough time to recover and build new tissue. As you perform these, you should feel your upper body working, not painfully, but with a healthy level of muscle effort. Now, before we move on, remember, wall push-ups alone will not build your entire body. Upper body strength is critical, but your legs are your foundation. Your mobility, your balance, your ability to remain independent all rely on them. That's why you absolutely must pair wall push-ups with the next exercise. Exercise 2. Chair squats. Now, let's talk about chair squats, the cornerstone of lower body strength for seniors. Your legs carry your entire weight every single day, yet walking barely engages the major muscle groups with enough intensity to stimulate real adaptation. Your quadriceps may work at around 25% capacity while walking. Your glutes, your largest and most powerful muscles, often barely wake up at all during a casual stroll. Chair squats change this dramatically. When done properly, chair squats activate your quadriceps at a much higher percentage, your glutes at nearly full capacity, and your hamstrings and calves join in as stabilizers. This one simple exercise trains all the muscles that determine whether you can stand up from a chair, step onto a curb, carry groceries, or protect yourself from falling. And here's something many seniors don't know. Chair squats stimulate a strong hormonal response. Because they involve large muscle groups, your body releases small but meaningful amounts of growth-supporting hormones, even later in life. These hormones play a key role in tissue repair and muscle formation, helping reverse sarcopenia from the inside out. A long-term study conducted on adults aged 70 to 92 found that participants who practiced sit-to-stand movements several times per week gained significant leg muscle mass and dramatically improved their balance and walking ability. Many seniors who began the study using mobility aids were able to walk independently before the program ended. There are also historical accounts from long-living rural communities where daily squatting motions were built into their lifestyle during farming, cooking, and resting. These repetitive sit-to-stand movements help preserve lower body strength for decades, keeping elders far more mobile than the average modern adult. Now let's cover how to perform a proper chair squat. Choose a sturdy chair that doesn't rock or slide. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and position the chair directly behind you. Extend your arms forward for balance. Begin by pushing your hips back, almost as if you're reaching for the chair behind you. Lower yourself slowly, keeping your knees aligned with your toes. When your hips lightly touch the seat, pause briefly without collapsing, and then press through your heels to stand up again. Squeeze your glutes at the top for full muscle activation. Keep your chest tall, eyes forward, and weight in your heels. Start with 10 to 12 repetitions. If needed, you may fully sit between reps in the beginning. Perform 3 sets, resting around 90 seconds between each set, and aim for 4 days a week. Leg muscles recover faster than upper body muscles, so this frequency helps maximize results without overtraining. Done consistently, chair squats strengthen your legs, hips, and core far more effectively than walking alone. But here's an important caution. Even the best exercises cannot help you if you're still doing certain harmful movements. And many seniors unknowingly practice exercises that strain their joints or damage their back. Let's talk about 3 of them. 3 exercises seniors should avoid. After working with thousands of older adults, reviewing extensive research, and witnessing firsthand the consequences of certain movements, I've identified 3 exercises that seniors should avoid entirely, especially if the goal is to rebuild muscle safely. Exercise to avoid. 1. Sit-ups and crunches. Yes, they activate abdominal muscles, but they also force your spine into repeated forward bending, which compresses the discs and strains the neck. Older adults often attempt high repetitions, believing it strengthens the core or burns belly fat. In reality, sit-ups can lead to lower back irritation, pinched nerves, and neck strain, injuries that often sideline seniors for weeks. Many older patients who come to me with unexplained back pain have one thing in common. They were doing daily sit-ups because someone told them it would tighten their core. Once they stop and begin safer, spine-neutral core exercises, their back issues almost always improve. Exercise to avoid #2. Behind the neck shoulder press. This old bodybuilding movement forces your shoulder joint into an unnatural position. The shoulder is one of the most mobile and most fragile joints in the body. With age, the rotator cuff becomes thinner and more vulnerable. Pressing weights from behind the head places enormous strain on the joint, often leading to inflammation or rotator cuff tears. I've seen countless seniors lose months of progress because of this single exercise. Once the shoulder is injured, almost every upper body movement becomes painful, and muscle loss accelerates rapidly during the recovery period. There are much safer ways to strengthen the shoulders, and none of them involve forcing the arms into awkward positions. Exercise to avoid #3. Deep knee extensions on the machine. This is the common leg extension machine seen in most gyms. While it seems harmless, the position of the movement creates strong shearing forces across the knee joint, especially the patellar tendon. This is particularly risky for older adults with thinning cartilage or early arthritis. The irony is that once your knees hurt, you cannot perform squats, step-ups, or walking workouts effectively. Protecting the knees is essential for preserving lower body muscle and mobility, so it's best to remove deep knee extensions from your routine entirely. Which of these 3 exercises have you been doing? And are you ready to start the 2 simple exercises we discussed earlier, wall push-ups and chair squats, to finally build real muscle again? The truth about muscle building for seniors. Let's end with a simple but powerful truth. Exercise alone is not enough. Muscle growth is roughly 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. You can follow perfect form, do your workouts consistently, and challenge your muscles appropriately. But without enough protein, your body cannot repair or build new tissue. And that's why I created something special for my viewers. A complete, senior-friendly, high-protein meal plan designed specifically to support muscle growth and fight sarcopenia. It includes over 93 delicious, easy-to-prepare recipes tailored for older adults. Breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks. Each one formulated to give your muscles exactly what they need to recover and grow. If you're serious about rebuilding strength and aging with confidence, check the pinned comment or the description box to get immediate access to all 93+ recipes. And one more thing. Tomorrow, I'm releasing a video that reveals the #1 supplement that nearly 90% of seniors are low in. This deficiency silently blocks muscle growth even if you're exercising and eating protein correctly. Don't miss it. Subscribe right now and tap the notification bell so you get the video the moment it goes live. Now go do those 2 exercises, nourish your muscles, and watch your strength begin to return. I'll see you tomorrow.